Hello and a very warm welcome to Science Monitor, your weekly update on what is happening in the field of science, technology, research and innovation to change the S&T landscape of the country and impact your life. I'm Aishwarya Kapoor with you. From the Platinum Jubilee celebrations of the Chennai-based Central Leather Research Institute to a DST-funded project enabling the use of dimethyl ether as fuel in automotive vehicles, we have plenty in store for you. But first, let's begin with the headlines. Platinum Jubilee celebrations of the CSIR Central Leather Research Institute highlighted the new vision for leather research and industry. Dr. Jitendra Singh offered attractive financial assistance from the Department of Science and Technology to leather startups for developing innovative products. Technology developed for using dimethyl ether as fuel in automotive vehicles. IIT Delhi, Indian Oil Corporation and Ashok Leyland collaborated to develop the environment-friendly technology under a DST-funded project. Scientifically developed Srivardhani variety of betel nut has proved to be a success. Developed by Srivardhani-based Areca Nut Research Station, the high-yielding variety fetches premium prices in the market owing to its better quality. And in the next part of our special series, we will acquaint you with some more milestones of the Indian innovation system. Science Monitor is paying tribute to 75 S&T endeavors and innovations that made India a superpower since independence. And now the news in detail. The Chennai-based Central Leather Research Institute of the Council of Scientific and Industrial Research recently organized its Platinum Jubilee celebrations, and Union Minister of Science and Technology and Earth Sciences, Dr. Jitendra Singh, attended the function as the chief guest. On the occasion, the Union Minister shared the new vision for leather research and industry and offered attractive financial assistance from the Department of Science and Technology to startups in a bid to promote innovative leather products. To get more details, let us see our report.
The Chennai-based Central Leather Research Institute of the Council of Scientific and Industrial Research has made big contributions to the development of the leather industry in India since its inception. Over the years, the institute has aimed to develop environment-friendly applications to help the leather industry reduce its carbon footprint, making the process more efficient and environment-friendly. CLRI recently held its Platinum Jubilee celebrations, which saw the Union Minister of Science and Technology and Earth Sciences Dr. Jitendra Singh's attendance as the chief guest. In his address, Dr. Singh emphasized the need to reduce the carbon footprint of leather processing activity to net zero level. CLRI has been diligently working in this direction for years to develop better alternatives with time. Considering the need to innovate and develop leather products according to market demand, the Union Minister also offered attractive financial assistance from the Department of Science and Technology to startups in this sector.
Now the challenge would be how to innovate. So we have to continuously innovate to survive. So the problem now would be of sustainability. So for sustenance, and of course, if you come across, the challenges are both generalized and specific. Generalized challenges is the multiplicity of the industry happening, and specific are pertaining to the leather itself, the alternatives to leather. So we have to meet these challenges at both the levels. And for that, I think what is required is, for the first challenge, to have more of startups with innovation capacities. So startup innovations could help in enabling us to have sustainable leather industry lead or leadership in the country and in the world.
As India celebrates 75th year of its independence, it is important to create a roadmap for the next 25 years to meet the changing needs and new challenges that will surely come. For this, like every sector, changing the leather industry into a sustainable bioeconomy over the next 25 years will throw up a lot of challenges. This will require a new vision from CSIR-CLRI that can meet these challenges. India has had a global presence in leather products. Over the years, the use of innovative technology has also gone up. Efforts are now on to prepare customized footwear for Indians by using 3D technology that will scan the feet of the person the footwear is meant for. To implement the first phase of this project, 73 districts of the country have been identified. The project will also include the manufacture of shoes that provide medical solutions.
Indian regimens for Indian diseases. So also, I think I'm glad that this is a new initiative undertaken. So I would end up saying that on the Platinum Jubilee, if we prepare a roadmap for the next 25 years, which would be three-pronged. A, that we look forward to have startup innovation in the industry so that we could compete. B, that we could come out with alternatives at our own, which would be leather-based. And C, the most important, which should rather be the first, is that the entire world is now, and that is going to be the second challenge with which we are going to be challenged, is looking for carbon-free atmosphere, climate change.
At the time of India's independence, only about 50,000 people were earning their livelihood from the Indian leather industry. Today, the industry employs more than 45 lakh people across the country. The massive development in the leather industry is the result of a unique partnership between academia, research, and industry, in which CSIR, Central Leather Research Institute, has played a central role. CLRI could be a game changer in developing next-generation leather-making technologies, and this will make the leather sector matter even more for the new India.
Indian researchers have developed a technology that enables the use of dimethyl ether as a fuel in automotive vehicles. The research, funded by the Department of Science and Technology, Government of India, was led by IIT Delhi in collaboration with Indian Oil Corporation and Ashok Leyland Limited. This technological development can be an alternative in the line of environment-friendly clean fuels. Here is our report.
We all know the ill effects of fossil fuels on our planet, and when you combine that with the rapidly increasing market price of petroleum-based fuels, the need for finding alternative fuels increases manifold. Therefore, scientists worldwide are researching many eco-friendly options like hydrogen, biodiesel, and biogas. As part of these efforts, researchers from the R&D unit of Indian Oil Corporation and Ashok Leyland Limited, led by the Department of Energy Science and Engineering at IIT Delhi, have developed a technology to use eco-friendly dimethyl ether as automotive fuel. This technology, funded by the Department of Science and Technology, enables flex fuel mode for diesel-powered vehicles. This means that vehicles like trucks and buses can be run entirely on diesel or both dimethyl ether and diesel.
We modified engine, design and operating parameters, and is working almost 30-35% of DME, and remaining will be diesel. The reason being is that suppose wherever available DME, this vehicle will operate with the DME 1/3 and 2/3 will be diesel. Whenever diesel is not available, DME is not available, then the vehicle will run with the diesel. That's what flex fuel vehicle.
Using this technology, the researchers converted Ashok Leyland's diesel-based automotive vehicle into a flex fuel vehicle on a pilot basis. Dimethyl ether is one of the alternative fuels to compression ignition engines. It can be produced from biomass, coal, industrial waste, urban solid waste, and black liquor through gasification and the Fischer-Tropsch synthesis process. Generally stored in liquid form, it easily turns into gas at ambient temperature and pressure. Compared to conventional diesel, DME has several advantages like a higher cetane number, low smoke and particulate matter emissions, smooth engine operation, low noise, better engine performance, and increased energy security. Owing to negligible greenhouse gas emissions, DME will also help save environment.
What of the literature reported greenhouse gases also one of the important for global warming and climate change. That is also very low. Carbon to hydrogen ratio also low, that CO2 emission will be lower. That is what is a sustainable fuel for automotive diesel engines.
In order to switch vehicles from diesel to DME fuel, in the first stage the vehicles are converted to flex fuel mode, in which they can run on both modes, either 100% diesel or DME plus diesel mode. And in the second phase, the vehicle runs on 100% DME or dimethyl ether. The successful testing of this technology in pilot mode has opened the doors for its use in vehicles on a larger scale.
A better variety of betel nut or supari developed by the Srivardhan-based Areca Nut Research Station of Dr. Balasaheb Sawant Konkan Krishi Vidyapeeth has shown promising results over the years. The variety is very popular among growers and consumers owing to its better characteristics and fetches premium prices in the market. Let us see a report to know how it was developed and what makes it better.
Areca nut or betel nut is a fruit that is commonly used as an ingredient in pan masala. The betel nut also has several medicinal properties that see its extensive use in Ayurveda, and it is also important among the Hindu religious belief system. India is a major producer of betel nut, with the nut being cultivated in areas near the coast. Farmers are already making good profits from producing the betel nut due to good consumption and high market demand. And now, cultivation of a better quality of betel nut is benefiting farmers in the Konkan region of Maharashtra, which is a well-known area for betel nut production. This variety of the betel nut, named Srivardhani, has been developed by the Areca Nut Research Station at Srivardhan in district Raigad, which is functioning under Dr. Balasaheb Sawant Konkan Krishi Vidyapeeth, Dapoli. This betel nut is bigger, soft to eat, and tastes sweet. Farmers growing Srivardhani are getting a good price for their produce in the market, while the demand for this new variety is also on the rise.
This research station, so far the 8 technologies has been released in Areca nut, and one variety, that is a Srivardhani, has been released from this research station. This variety is very popular in growers and consumers due to its natural better qualities like big size kernel, that is boldness, soft texture, and whitish marble inner core color, and sweetness of this variety is more preferred by the consumer as it contains 2 to 3% sugar.
As part of the research, the researchers studied the comparative performance of 16 local ecotypes of the areca nut collected from the 4 districts of the Konkan region. One of these ecotype, Srivardhan, was found to have a high yield and sweetness. Researchers prepared a new variety, Srivardhani, from the Srivardhan by the selection method of breeding. This medium variety starts producing fruit after just 5 years of plantation. The new plant produces 4 to 5 clusters of fruits in a year, from which about 4 kg of dry betel nut can be obtained annually. Perfectly round in shape, these fruits have sweetness ranging from 2.45 to 3.59%, which is highest when compared to other varieties. This is the reason that the growers can get a price up to 400 rupees per kilo for this betel nut.
Average 4 bunches per plant per year. and there are about 224 nuts in per spadix, and likewise it gives 4 to 5 bunches per year, and the arecolin percentage of this variety is 0.14%, and the polyphenol content of this variety is 5.89, and due to less arecolin and polyphenol and high content of sugar, it gives a sweet in taste and lesser astringency after consumption. Due to this better natural qualities, it fetches premium prices in the market.
During each harvest, about 11 kilograms of fresh fruit is obtained from one plant, which when dried gives a yield of about 4 kilograms. Traders peel these dried fruits and take out the betel nut, which reduces the weight to about half. After this, the betel nut is divided into batches according to their quality and size, thus also helping in fixing the market price. The rapidly growing pan masala industry has increased the demand for quality betel nuts. The high-yielding variety Srivardhani will not only meet this demand but also increase the income of betel nut farmers.
India is recognized today as a global superpower. And in our journey of 75 years since independence, it is important to recall the milestones that led to S&T's development and innovation across all fields in the country. So let us see the next part of our series to remember and celebrate the 75 milestones of the Indian innovation system. Take a look.
In 2019, India became one of the few countries to have its indigenous navigation system called NAVIC. Based on the Indian Regional Navigation Satellite System, the navigation system provides accurate real-time positioning over India and the region around the country. With Mission Shakti, the successful test of an anti-satellite weapon, India emerged as the world's fourth superpower in the space sector. India now possesses missile power that can strike from Earth into space. In June 2019, DRDO conducted the maiden test of the indigenously developed hypersonic technology demonstration vehicle. The first flight of the unmanned scramjet demonstration aircraft moved India closer to getting hypersonic vehicles for launching missiles. India is only the fourth country in the world to possess this technology. The technology is capable of powering missiles to attain a speed of around Mach 6 or 6 times the speed of sound. The Indian Space Research Organization created history on 15 February 2017 by launching 104 satellites in a single mission for the first time. The launch was done on board the PSLV C-37 from the Satish Dhawan Space Center in Sriharikota. Of the satellites launched in this mission, 3 were from India, while the remaining 101 were from international customer satellites from Israel, Kazakhstan, the Netherlands, Switzerland, UAE, and the US. This mission once again proved the expertise of ISRO in the field of space launches. The Betel Innovation Mission was started by Niti Aayog with the aim of preparing a generation of innovators from the school level itself. This is a first-of-its-kind experiment in the country. The objective of the mission is to find new talent in the field of science and technology by establishing modern laboratories in schools across the country. The first 10 Atal Tinkering Labs were launched in 2016 under the ambitious Atal Innovation Mission of the Government of India. Atal Tinkering Lab seeks to nurture an innovative mindset amongst school children across India. Assistance is provided for setting up laboratories in schools so that children can give shape to their ideas and learn skills through hands-on, do-it-yourself mode. The initiative aims to foster the culture of STEM innovation. A new revolution was ushered in the financial transaction system to give an impetus to the Digital India mission. In the year 2016, the Government of India launched the Unified Payment Interface for Instant Real-Time Payment System. This innovation has accelerated the pace of digital adoption across the country. The arrangement has created ease of business for merchants and service providers and also consumers. These innovations highlight the robust and fast-growing innovative ecosystem in the country. In the next part of this series, we will bring you some more pioneering innovations from the last 75 years.
And now let's have a quick look at some other developments that have made news in the field of science and technology in our segment Science Express.
Union Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh recently chaired the 4th joint meeting of all science ministries and departments. During the meeting, the Union Minister informed that over 55 startups have registered with the Indian Space Research Organisation in just about 2 years since the opening up of the Department of Space and ISRO to the private sector. He further added that there is a plan to launch 75 student satellites this year to mark the 75th year of India's independence. The minister mentioned that all the 6 S&T departments coordinated by the CSIR have received requests from 38 line ministries for priority implementations of scientific applications and technical solutions to 204 odd problems, and different scientific applications are being worked out for sectors such as agriculture, food, education, skills, railways, roads, water power, electricity and coal. Similarly, CSIR, with the help of the North Eastern Council, has identified 50 problems requiring science and technology intervention in the northeastern states. Hansa NG, the 2-seater flying trainer aircraft developed by CSIR, successfully completed the in-flight engine relight test at DRDO's Aeronautical Test Range facility, Challakere, on May 17th. The flight test was carried out at an altitude of 7,000 to 8,000 feet with a speed range of 60 to 70 knots by test pilots from the aircraft and testing establishment of the Indian Air Force. The aircraft's in-flight engine relight capability was demonstrated with a wind-milling propeller and starter-assisted start, and the aircraft handling characteristics and flight parameters were found to be normal during the test flights. It is worth noting that the in-flight engine relight test is the most critical milestone towards certification of the aircraft by the Directorate General of Civil Aviation. Now, nanorobots will improve the success rate of root canal treatments. Researchers from the Bengaluru-based Indian Institute of Science and its incubated startup Thera Nautilus have designed nano-sized robots which can be controlled using a device that generates a low-intensity magnetic field. Made of silicon dioxide coated with iron, these nanobots can be used to kill bacteria inside microscopic canals in the tooth during the root canal procedure. The root canal procedure involves removing the infected soft tissue inside a tooth and flushing the tooth with antibiotics and chemicals to kill the bacteria that cause the infection. However, sometimes this treatment does not completely remove the bacteria, as some bacteria turn out to be antibiotic resistant. The helical nanobots developed by Indian researchers can help overcome this challenge by moving deep inside the dentinal tubules and generating heat to kill the bacteria nearby. During the study, researchers were able to manipulate their movement and retrieve them after the completion of the procedure. Indian startup Skyroot Aerospace has successfully completed a full-duration test firing of the 3rd stage of its flagship orbital vehicle Vikram 1. Named Kalam 100 after former President and rocket scientist Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, the 3rd stage of Vikram 1 was able to produce a peak vacuum thrust of 100 kilonewtons, equivalent to about 10 tons, and had a burn time of 108 seconds during the testing. This rocket stage is built with a high-strength carbon fiber structure, solid fuel, an innovative thermal protection system, and a carbon ablative nozzle. According to the company, this test will help in development of the orbital vehicle Vikram 1 as well as pave the way for the preparation of other rocket stages. Skyroot Aerospace is a national award-winning startup founded by former scientists of the Indian Space Research Organization. Having 150 plus skilled members, the company is actively developing a series of space launch vehicles named after ISRO founder Vikram Sarabhai.
That is all in today's edition of Science Monitor. Keep sending your feedback and suggestions through email. Our email ID is indiascience@vigyanprasar.gov.in. You can also write into us at Vigyan Prasar, A50, Sector 62, Noida 201309, Uttar Pradesh. So we will take your leave now. See you again next week. Till then, stay safe and think scientifically. Bye for now.